John and Ella are roommates. One day, Ella accidentally left the door open and felt guilty. John comforted her, saying it was just an accident. To cheer her up, John made Jajang Mian using 30 favorability points from a mysterious system. Ella was pleasantly surprised by the taste, saying it reminded her of her mother's cooking. As a result, her favorability towards John increased by 40 points, and John now had 50 favorability points in total. Shortly after, Ella received a disappointing call. Her parents, who were supposed to attend her graduation ceremony, couldn't make it due to some reason. She tried to be strong, but her disappointment was evident. John, who knew about this from the original plot, saw an opportunity to gain more favorability. At the graduation ceremony, while other students were happily taking pictures with their families and friends, Ella sat alone on the steps outside the playground, looking lonely. A classmate named Janine, who used to be her roommate, came with her wealthy boyfriend and started to humiliate Ella. Janine, who had a poor academic record in school but now had a good job and a rich boyfriend, was jealous of Ella's beauty and good grades. She made sarcastic remarks and even asked Ella to take pictures for them with her boyfriend's expensive camera, trying to show off. Just as Ella was feeling desperate and humiliated, a red Ferrari roared onto the scene. Everyone was shocked and curious. When the car stopped in front of them, a handsome young man in casual clothes stepped out. It was John, but he looked completely different. He wore sunglasses and exuded an air of nobility. John called Ella dear and introduced himself as her boyfriend, which left everyone, especially Ella, stunned. Janine and her boyfriend were taken aback. Janine, who had been so arrogant, immediately changed her attitude and tried to apologize to Ella, hoping to get close to John. But Ella ignored her and went with John. They took many pictures together on the playground. At first, Ella was a bit shy, but as they took more photos, she gradually got into the role of John's girlfriend, even taking the initiative to hold John's arm. After the photo shoot, in the car, Ella was full of questions. John explained that he heard her phone call about the graduation ceremony and found out her school from the books on her desk. He also revealed that the Ferrari and the camera were rented with all his savings. Touched by John's kindness, Ella's eyes welled up with tears. At that moment, John received a system notification that Ella's favorability towards him had increased by 100 points. Then, John took Ella for a drive in the Ferrari. She felt both excited and safe with John. Later, they went to a food stall. Ella treated John to a meal to express her gratitude. During the meal, they shared their life stories. Ella talked about her ordinary family from a small town and her struggles, while John told her about his company's bankruptcy and huge debts. Finally, after drinking some beer, Ella offered to help John pay off his debts. Before John could respond, Ella got drunk and passed out. As John was about to take Ella home, he saw Charlotte, the leading female character in the game. Doomed, I'm surrounded by beauties. In the original game, they were supposed to meet at an art exhibition. John, eager not to miss this chance, immediately tried to get her contact information. However, Charlotte, who had seen John helping Ella into the car, refused, and his favorability with her dropped by 50 points due to what she thought was his fickle-in-love behavior. Back at the rental house, John accidentally fell with Ella in the dark. Ella, who was drunk, kissed John, which made him flustered. But then he heard Ella's sincere words of gratitude in her drunken state. Realizing it was wrong to take advantage of the situation, John controlled himself, found the light switch, and took Ella to her bedroom. After that, he took a cold shower. To his surprise, because of his considerate actions, Ella's favorability towards him increased by 20 points. The next morning, Ella had prepared breakfast. She told John she had a part-time job and left. John, then, took a bus to the Mustang bar, hoping to meet Charlotte. As expected, he saw Charlotte sitting in a corner of the bar. Before he could approach her, a stylish man got there first and started chatting with her. While waiting, John received messages on his phone. One was from Harper, known as the Siberian Marmot in the game. Harper wanted to meet him, and John agreed. Just as John was about to leave the bar, he noticed the man who was chatting with Charlotte secretly putting a white pill into her drink. John immediately stopped Charlotte from drinking. The man tried to deny it, but Charlotte, suspecting something was wrong, forced the man to drink the spiked drink. When the man refused, Charlotte realized John was right and splashed the drink in the man's face. Charlotte then invited John to have a drink, but John declined, saying he had to go home to cook. This made Charlotte think he was an interesting and strange man. As a result, John's favorability with Charlotte increased by 20 points for his heroic act. However, as John left the bar, the man he had foiled in the bar, along with a few thugs, blocked his way in an alley. John, unfazed, used 100 favorability points to exchange for master-level fighting skills in the system store. In the fight, he quickly defeated the group of attackers, astonishing Charlotte, who had followed him out of the bar. Before Charlotte could catch up and ask him how he did it, John disappeared, leaving her both impressed and regretful that she hadn't come out earlier. She then decided to go to Harper's place, losing interest in staying at the bar.